All right, folks, it is Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to go ahead and do this today on Sunday because we're going to get some rain tomorrow. So basically, I'm going to be brief because the last video I did, the Chili Verde video, I was informed that it was a little wordy and probably too long for what it was. So I got it. I understand. So basically, I got some stuff that I'm going to put on the smoker and on the grill today. So I got this. It's a small prime rib that I got it coated in, rubbed down really good in some garlic butter. Got it seasoned. Got some fresh rosemary on there. I have a slab of baby backs that I'm just going to grill them, but I'm gonna, just gonna get a little kiss of smoke on them. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make chili verde, and I'm gonna chili salsa verde, and I'm gonna make just some regular salsa. And the salsa verde is not gonna be spicy. The red salsa, I'm gonna try my hand. I've got a red chili in there. So all of these veggies will also go onto either the smoker or the grill, whichever one is is available first, and get some smoke on them. And I also went out, instead of having to use a blender, I bought a food processor to make it much easier. So I'll get them smoked really good, get them in the food processor, get them going. The chicken's pretty straightforward, boneless, skinless chicken thighs I'll do also. I'm just waiting for my smoker to get up to 250, and I can get the prime rib on for about 3.5 hours. And this is a pork shoulder that has been marinating for a couple of days in the refrigerator. It's a relatively acidic marinade. It's got a lot of citrus in it, a lot of garlic is in it, really good flavor. So I'm gonna put that on there for about 3 hours, see how it looks after that, and then probably wrap it really tight, put it on there for a while longer to get it nice and tender so it'll pull. But that's the plan. That's the plan. So stay tuned. Of course, I'll take you along the process. And look at that. I'm under 3 minutes. So that person should be proud of me. All right. I'll check in with y'all later. All right. Just gonna check and see what we got going here. We are about 1 hour in, holding steady at 250, just where I want it. And oh man, look at that. Prime rib looking pretty good. The pork shoulder look like it's coming along pretty good also. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a little bit more cherry wood on here and get her going. Still at it. All right, so I just pulled the prime rib. It's just under 3 hours on the smoker. Looks decent. There we go, some light on it. Looks decent. I am a little fearful. I hit it with the temperature probe. It was a little high, so I went ahead and pulled it. I'm not gonna tint it or anything because I don't want it to really continue to cook too much and temperature raise too much. So I'm gonna let it sit in the oven untinted and see how she looks once we finally get into it and slice it up. But prime rib is done. I'm gonna go out now. The pork shoulder was hitting like right around 150. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it, and hopefully that'll increase the speed. It'll cook a little faster, but it'll also get it nice and tender. So stay tuned. I just put the ribs and the chicken on the grill. Once those are finished, then these can go on and get a little smoke, and I can finish up in the food processor. So thanks for checking us out, and stay tuned. All right, everybody. So everything is done. I'm going to get this prime rib sliced up. So it's actually been out for a while. Got it cooled down and everything. So I'm just gonna get it sliced and see how it's looking. Sorry about that. You all, everybody that knows me knows I love my jazz, but I know it's kind of loud, so. You know what, let me grab another glove here. All right, now we are in business. So I took this, it cooked for probably about 3 hours, and I took it to about, I don't know, maybe 135, close to 140 internal temp, and just, it is perfect. It is good to go. There you go. You all can check that out. And I'll tell you a secret. I actually snuck some and took a sample earlier. The seasoning is perfect. The smoke is perfect. It is I would call that a 100% success. There is a little bit of, as the butter cooked off of it, butter and seasoning is still left in the pan, so all I'm going to do is just put it back in the pan, and yeah, and it's ready to go here. So that's it. It's a good deal. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just I got all my veggies are all cooked and smoked up for the salsa. I'm just gonna throw those in the food processor here really quick, get those all chopped up and prepared, and we will be good to go. All right, folks. So I'm going to do the chili verde first, because I don't want that to be too spicy, and the red salsa is going to have red chilies in it, so I'll do this first. So I'm just going to get all my ingredients. I got my garlic. I'll get in here. Tomatillos. Scrape right here just for now. Got the poblanos are in there. My onion is looking good. Cilantro, plenty of cilantro. You guys know I love fresh cilantro. And again, just like the chili verde video, I wish you could smell this. So when I took it off of the grill, I used some cherry and I used apple. So it should be a light smoke, not too overpowering, but just enough to kind of give that a smoky profile to it all. Got my cilantro in here. This is the first time I've used this food processor. I hope I'm not overloading it. Let me just get everything in here. Alright. And I will do just a touch of salt. Uh-oh. Not much. And then I will gonna squeeze a lime in here for just a little bit of zest. Lime, good to go. All right, let's see how this brand new apparatus. Let's see how she does. So it looks pretty good. Let's see what we're working with here. Consistency is pretty good. Give it a little taste test. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't taste quite as much smoke. Actually, you know what? I take that back. The smoke kind of comes in afterwards, so it's not too bad. Yeah. All right. So let me. I'm gonna pour this up. Yeah, I'm gonna pour this up, and then I will get to the red salsa. That's gonna be a little spicier because I've got a red chili in there. So stand by, and we'll get it going. Alright folks, so the green sauce is done. It was not too bad. So I'm gonna see what this red salsa, how it turns out. I'm gonna do the cilantro on there first because it kind of got wound up around the blade there. Onion, some green bell peppers in there, onion, some tomatoes. Hopefully the tomatoes are sweet. Garlic, lots of garlic. Again, folks that know me know garlic and cilantro. I absolutely love garlic and fresh cilantro, so there's no shortage of that in this batch. So get everything in here. While I'm getting this in, so I know this is today is Sunday. Tomorrow is actually Memorial Day, but the weather's going to be bad, so I'm doing all this today. But I know everybody, probably everybody that's watching this is enjoying either the fruits of their labor on the grill, or someone else is, grilled, barbecued, and done something really good. But I just want to emphasize, just let us not forget what the holiday actually is about. I can remember it was November 8th, 2005. I had moved on. I transitioned from the military, and I got an email from my former commander, and it was probably one of the worst days in my life that I can remember. The email was telling me that my former chief of fire and battery, my smoke, had been killed in a roadside bomb, an IED, the day before. And when I tell you, I mean, man, I sat at my desk and I cried the entire day. I went home. It was just devastating. And so I just want everybody to remember exactly what this holiday, enjoy the holiday, friends, family, loved ones, good times, lots of good food. But just remember what this holiday really is. There's a lot of people who aren't able to share this holiday with their friends and family, with their loved ones, because at some point or another they ultimately sacrificed themselves, gave their own lives. So just, you know, let's just remember what this holiday is actually, what it means. And I had promised I wasn't going to be long-winded, and so I'm not. But just for a little, you know, a little bit of perspective, and yeah. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna chop up this red sauce. So I've got a red chili in here. So this one should be a little spicier than the green one. I didn't put any lime in here. The green one was a little too zesty for me with the lime, so I didn't put any lime. Ah, you know what I forgot? I didn't put any salt in here either. Let me. I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. Actually, let me see here. This would be much easier. Yeah, sprinkle some salt in there. Alright, and now we will see just what we're working with. Alright, here we go. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Let me see what the taste test reveals. So the survey says, ooh, that's good. Woo! That red chili is kicking too. All right, folks. So this is going to be really good once it cools down. I'll put it in the fridge. Oh wow, but that chili is not overpowering. So it's hot, it's spicy, got a little kick, but it's just enough to let you know it's there. It's not gonna like open your sinuses and burn your face off. So that's good. Appreciate you all. I appreciate you all taking the time to check us out. And stay tuned, because the pork shoulder is actually still on the smoker. Should be pretty close to getting ready. Time to pull it and pull it off the smoker, and then actually, you know, pull it. I'm gonna do pulled pork with it. So I'll add that in here once it's ready. But hey, thank you for checking us out. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Everybody be safe. And we will check in with you in a few later. All right. So I got this pork shoulder pulled off the smoker. And it looks amazing. Take it a little bit closer here, and I just want you to see how tender this thing is, how it cooked down. I mean, it just falls apart. That's exactly what I was looking for. Still pretty warm, but it is good to go. All right, so I am going to get this shredded and pulled apart here. Falling off the bone. It is actually still pretty hot. I should have let it rest it a little maybe, but I'm just gonna get this. Look how it just, I mean, it just pulls right off of that bone there. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Just like I said in some of the other videos, I wish you could smell it. I just wish you could. That shoulder blade, when that pulls right out of there like that, that's how you know you got something good going on there. Get my claws here and just commence to shredding, I guess. Wondering, yes, I am sneaking little bits and pieces for the taste test. Seems to be just smoky enough. Again, the smoke is not overpowering. It was apple and cherry wood that I used. That did really well. The marinade so I didn't season this with anything. The only thing I put on here was the marinade that I let it sit, and it was about 36 hours worth, about a day and a half. I flipped it halfway through to make sure that the marinade was on, could kind of get both sides, and the marinade was relatively acidic, so helped to kind of penetrate, get in there, break down some of those fibers, make sure as it cooked down it was nice and tender, and that's exactly what it did. So this is good. This is actually really good. This is the very first time I've ever done a wild hog pulled pork shoulder, and it turned out exceptionally well. Listen, thank you all for hanging in there, checking us out. This video should be much shorter than the wild hog chili verde. If you have any questions, comments, you guys know the deal. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Hit me up, feel free. I am going to dig into this and into this prime rib and everything else, and we will check you guys on the next one. All right, thanks for checking us out. See you later. This is the taste tester. He just got a small portion of the wild hog pulled pork shoulder. All right, what's the verdict? Tell me what you taste.
All right, so first, let's start with just the pork in general. The texture is really nice. It just rips apart every tooth that lands on it. It just breaks. It flails down. So then the taste. At start, it tastes like just real pork, and then right before you swallow it, it gives you a sweet kick in the face, and so you're like, no, why did I swallow it? So I give it.
How many thumbs up?
10.
10 thumbs? You only got 2 thumbs to give it 10 thumbs?
10 out of 10.
All right, y'all heard it here first, and he's gone. Yeah. Well, there you have it. The verdict is in. Sounds like it's a hit. So I'm about to get into it. Listen, y'all take care. Again, appreciate you checking us out. Enjoy your Memorial Day. Remember what it's all about. And everybody be safe and have fun. See ya.